Everybody, it's Brian, and once again I'm back with a really cool project. This one is the Dynam Grand Cruiser. The cool thing about this, it's a multi-engine plane, or multi-motor. This one here is a sort of a semi-scale model of a Cessna 310. And this comes as a plug-and-play model, so it comes with everything, including servos, speed controllers, motors, and a couple other options as well. So let's have a look and see what's inside the box. First thing, when you look inside, you're going to see are the decals. They're not applied yet, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of them, so you can apply a lot or just a little, however your taste may be as far as putting decals on goes. Underneath that comes some manuals here. Just the regular all-inclusive manual, how to put it together. It also comes with instructions on how to program your ESC, especially for a 2.4 GHz system, so it's a special programming instructions. And just the general manual for the programming of the speed controller, which looks suspiciously like a Hobbies speed controller. So that's really good. Let's go have a look and see what kind of components are in the box. Everything inside is packaged in boxes. It's not packed in foam. So the first box here comes with a couple things. First off is two propellers. So multi-engine plane needs two of those. They're not counter-rotating. They will spin the same direction. And there's a box full of hardware. A couple of really nice-looking silver spinners here. They're plastic. Some tubes of glue. There's a scale antenna here. All the screws you need to put it together. I think there's a lot of screws that hold this together, not as much glue. And then some hinges and some push rods. But I'm going to come back to the hinges in just a minute and explain what those are for. Okay, next box. It's the second smallest box here. A few components in here. Comes with two of these. These are the tip tanks that stick on the end of the wings. And as you can see, there's a long wire that comes out of them and a light. So there's some LED lights that are installed, but there's no connectors on the end. So if you want to hook them up, you're on your own. It's a bit of a an add-on that you can choose to add more to the model, but there's no light drivers inside of this. So that's that. Comes with two of those. There's the vertical stabilizer, a little bit of blue on the top there, and a light, and the connector for that as well. And some really nice hinges. This the horn is already installed with an adapter, and some points that it'll mount with screws to the fuselage. And finally, the horizontal stabilizer. I was going to note right now that the finish on this is pretty nice. It's very smooth. It's almost as though they've covered it with some kind of film, but I can see that's not the case. But it's a very, very nice finish on this. The two elevator halves are joined with a piece of metal rod, so it's very proportionally stiff, and you're not going to get any kind of split elevator situation with this. Next up, we have a nice long box that's packed in here. Let's see which end we want to open for that. And packed inside is the fuselage. Really nice looking model here. The same foam that's very smooth on the outside, spot to mount your antenna. All the servos are mounted there. Looks like a couple of 9-gram servos. And if you look up front here, you can see the retractable nose gear, retractable and steerable nose gear that's already installed in the plane. So really cool feature for this price point model. And here's where you put your battery on the bottom there. Really nice. Finally, of course, the one thing we haven't seen yet is the wing. Okay, the last thing we haven't seen is the wing. Let's just pull it out of the box and see what's there. Okay, so it's a nice big old wing here with the motor and the cells already mounted on there. The motors are already in there. They look like some good sort of a 22mm size brushless speed control motors, but they're not the CD-ROM kind. They're actually, it looks like a fairly good quality. They do have a threaded shaft for putting the props on, and the speed control motors are already hooked up. And if you look on the bottom, there's a cover that just pulls off, and these are a bit of access, and that'll show you where the speed controllers are. And this thing is just held on by magnets, so really nice. And it has a hole in there for cooling, so there's lots of good airflow that flows over the speed controller and then out, so that you don't overheat the model. The other thing you can see on the bottom here are the retractable landing gear. Again, already pre-installed, good to go. The ailerons are already installed. You don't need to install anything for that. I talked about the wingtips. Let's get the right one. And these just attach onto the outside, and you'll glue them in place, and that's what it'll look like. And I said I was going to come back to the hinge. If you look closely on the bottom here, there are some spots where the hinges go to add flaps. And there is also a cutout where you can add another 9-gram servo of your own to install the flaps. So it doesn't come with the 9-gram servo. This is an option that they have. But it's all ready to go. It's already been cut out, and essentially you just have to free the flap, attach the hinges, and you're good to go. And this attaches to the fuselage with 4 screws here. Okay, so this has been the Dynam Grand Cruiser, which is a plug-and-play model which is available from SN Hobbies at snhobbies.com. Thanks for watching. Anything for that. I talked about the wingtips. Let's get the right one. And these just attach onto the outside, and you'll glue them in place, and that's what it'll look like. And I said I was going to come back to the hinge. If you look closely on the bottom here, there are some spots where the hinges go to add flaps. And there is also a cutout where you can add another 9-gram servo of your own to install the flaps. So it doesn't come with the 9-gram servo. This is an option that they have. But it's all ready to go. It's already been cut out, and essentially you just have to free the flap, attach the hinges, and you're good to go. And this attaches to the fuselage with 4 screws here. Okay, so this has been the Dynam Grand Cruiser, which is a plug-and-play model which is available from SN Hobbies at snhobbies.com. Thanks for watching.